Alrighty, we should be good to go. Hello Internet, I'm HamsterBomb, and you guys are joining me for the end of the Monster Hunter World board game. We're, hopefully, the end, going to try to beat this today. You got music, but I can't hear it, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Everything is always, a little experimental, as I try to manage everything by myself. Okay, so, reason this might be the end of us doing Ancient Forest is because the goal of the Ancient Forest was to defeat a 4-star mission, and we are doing one today. We are moving straight from the assignment of Azor Rathalos and going to his 4-star investigation quest. There was one for regular Rathalos. We're fighting Azor because it sounds harder, I guess. And we have taken this game by the horns and absolutely crushed it so far. We haven't lost a single hunt, and we have crafted some awesome endgame gear very, very quickly. We've also got lots of days to spare. In fact, I think we had 20 days total to do this, and this would be our 10th in-game day. So we are way ahead. And also, I am streaming ahead of schedule. We're also masochistic. Very true. We're going in for this as difficultly as we can and trying to do stuff. We're being a little brave with this, and we also know a lot about how the video game works, so it is helping out a lot with taking out these monsters. So, we are going today for the hardest monster we can possibly face, one that will end the game if we win. And if we win, we will, just as a reminder, do a post-game where we take on Kushala Daora, who is still sitting up there behind me, gargantuan as he is. So, we have the Azor Rathalos 4-star mission. We completely skipped his 2-star and jumped straight into the 4. I did check the rules to make sure that is allowed. We would speed run this game if this is doable today. No more smithy. There's literally nothing else we can make. No need. Outside of giving you a full Azor Rathalos armor set, but I think you having Marathon Runner is better, so you should keep Marathon Runner. So, the Azor Rathalos 4-star, as you can see at the corner of your screen, has 90 HP, the highest we have seen in the game. And yes, it does go higher with Kushala Daora, who goes into, I think, 110. Bonkers. So, most importantly, is our new monster ID card that we will be facing today as Azor Rathalos. I will read his information for you. First of all, he has an ability, Skyfire Instinct. Each time this monster suffers damage from an attack card, after the attack is resolved, the monster moves 1 node away from the nearest, which is almost certainly the attacker. Behaviors: gain +1 attack physical damage. Yeah, let's go. Elder Dragon privileges, yes. So, the Azor Rathalos is very scary, so he's going to do the runaway thing every time we hit him, on top of the fact that just blanket all of his behaviors get +1 physical. So, that doesn't mean anything to a fire attack. Our defense is too good. But for a physical attack, if he, say, does 10 damage physical, now he's dealing 11. Which, even if we had 3 defense, luckily each of us have 4. I was gonna say that's lethal. That's terrible. Alright, next up is his breaks. Keep in mind, we don't care about what parts you get. We don't care if Break in the Face gives you another Inferno Sack. We don't care. Parts don't matter. Death is what matters. So we want to break the stuff that gives us the best advantages to winning. Let me read the parts and their advantages that you get for breaking them. First of all, we have the head. It has defense of 4 and 6 break tokens to break it. Behaviors with fire have less 1 distance to fire, 1 less node that it can hit you with. So his fire doesn't reach as far if you break his face. You also get an Inferno Sac, but who cares about that? Next up is the wings. If you break those wings, they have defense of 4, and 7 tokens are needed to break it. Behaviors with wing, of which there's a decent amount, gain an extra player turn after it. That one's huge. I highly recommend we go for the wings first. Next up is the body. The body has defense of 5. This is the first time we've seen a defense 5 in the game. This is just stupid. Defense 5, 7 tokens to break it. Skyfire Instinct moves the monster 2 nodes rather than 1. Why would we want that? That sounds awful. Why the heck would you want that? Anyway, you can for 7 break tokens. And the tail. You cut the tail with 7 break tokens. It has defense of 4, so 4 is as good as it gets against him. Behaviors with the tail have -1 distance. So if he tries to do his tail spin and spin around like that, which normally has a ton of reach, has -1 distance to it. So by chopping off that tail, you actually are chopping off a huge hitbox of his, and he cannot spin that around and hit you. I agree with Cameron. The wings should be our top priority. But first, as always, let's find out who is going to go. Well, first I roll for the initiative. Who's going to have initiative today? We randomly did this. We could have strategically chosen each time we're allowed to, but I wanted to roll, and we're still winning. We have, you have a 4, I have a 3, meaning you will start with 8. I will start with 7. Next up are our Palicos. Last Palicos of the base game, guys. Let's see what we win. I'm going to give them one more meaty shuffle here. Here's you. Here's me. The dealer gives you Molotov Cocktail. The first time we're seeing Molotov Cocktail, I think. And Shield Spire. Shield Spire is the one that basically puts up a dummy of a hunter that is a value of 9 to distract the monster. But Molotov Cocktail says if the monster is within 1 node of your hunter, place break tokens on 1 part of the monster up to its part break value. Within 1 node of the monster, place break tokens, plural, on 1 part of the monster up to its break value. You can break something for free? This has been in the game this whole time? You could just go up to the wings, turn 1, and break them. Holy crap! Oh, well, it's still your choice, but... Whoa! Let's also focus on stunning him. Yes, a very good idea. Unfortunately, only you can do it with your tackle ability, but we'll keep it in mind. I will always let you know what is in your hand. My cards are Wrath of Meow and Choral Orchestra Defense Boost. Ooh, since he's going to be running, I'm kind of tempted to take Wrath of Meow to make sure that I can deal damage to him even if I cannot reach him. So, that over the defense boost, which I need to predict when I need to do it. Place Pelican Hunter's weapon card. The hunter gains +3 to the monsters next turn. See, I'll take the aggressive one, Wrath of Meow. He's got to die today. So I'm going Wrath of Meow. Molotov just insta-breaks as a freebie? Yes, it does. Okay, I vote Cocktail. Give me that free break. Molotov Cocktail is the winner. We have given up the 2 defensive Palicos. We are going for the kill today. We still have these tokens, even though they are not necessary, actually, for this game. Neither of us can reuse our Palico tokens, and neither require them to be placed anywhere. Alright. I'm glad that we got to see all of the Palico abilities. I think that's all of them. In fact, since it's our last game, let's see. Flashfly Cage, Plunder Blade, Vigor Wasp Spray, Dodge Boost, Ailment Cure, Attack Boost, Defense Boost, Shield Spire. That's right, so the last one that I never drew in the whole game was Molotov Cocktail, and I'm glad we're getting to do it. Alright. So, I'm leaning pretty heavy on Myalotov. Yeah, I assume Myalotov into the wings instantly is going to be the way to go. So, let's see. What do we do next here? It's our best way to take out our frustrations with how Endgame is designed. Well, Endgame with one... Okay, it turned out one particular thing I could have gotten. Crucial de Oro was the only one that required parts from Nergigante, which are technically accessible in the Choose Your Own Adventure. It might be possible, I was thinking about this, it could be possible in Crucial de Oro's Choose Your Own Adventure that we get into it and something sends us back to 4, because you never know the direction of everything, so if you read it and you choose stuff that takes you to 4, because I think number 4 is the one that gives you the Nergigante part, you could possibly get it on your first run. So it's not like it's forcefully you have to fight him 4 times before you you finally get to have a chance to upgrade and make one of his weapons. But still, after we beat Kush, we're considering that the end of the game anyway. It truly doesn't matter for us. The only one that I think would be really cool for us to get is honestly Teostra, because in the Ancient Forest, Crucial de Oro is the ancient elder dragon who likes to preside over that area. That domain is his. And the desert, what is it? The Wildspire Waste, which is the other expansion, whole core game box we have that we can play at another time. You need to start at 4. There are no other sections in the book that send you 2.4. You know what? I got it right here. I can check that myself. But anyway, so because of it being Wildspire Waste next, it kind of makes sense to me that if we had a Teostra, that'd be really cool. And they did make a Teostra, but he's out of stock and he's really expensive, and I don't even know how to even get my hands on one of them. Alright, so let me make sure. Nergigante. I'm just gonna skim everything for Nergigante. Nope, Deora Webbing, Deora Claw, none of that matters. It's the Nergigante part that matters. Yep, it's 0.4. You examine the corpse before heading to the forest, you get a Nergigante Carapace. And if anything, sends you to 0.4. Or gives you a Nergigante Carapace. I'm checking. The odds are not good. 9. Yeah, it's not looking good here, guys. I'm pretty sure that's the only way to do it. Nothing seems to want to send you 2.4. Man, that is unfair. Well, we've seen the balancing in this isn't exactly the best. But just wanted to 100%. There's lots of Elder Dragon blood. Elder Dragon Bone. Nope. Shuffle the Rocksteady Mantle into the deck. Interesting. Majestic Horn. You can get that. You can get Diablo's parts, but you can't. Yeah, there's Diablo's parts as well in here. That's interesting. Because that's only in the Wildspire Waste. We have not fought Diablos, whose figure is gargantuan, by the way. But still, we get to fight him. Oh! There's another Nergigante Carapace at 37. Okay, so there are 2 opportunities to do it. If you can get to 37, you could also get one. So there are 2 ways to do it. I'm glad I checked to confirm that it is not purely starting at 4. Okay. So if you can get to 37, I also skimmed really fast. There might be a way to get to 4. I was mostly looking if there was another point that gave you the Nergigante Carapace. Unfortunately, there was. Kush already sounds terrifying. Teostra would be so brutal. Could you imagine you're fighting Teostra in the board game and his ability just says, like, if you are ever within 1 node of Teostra, you take 1 point of heat damage? Like, no thank you. Especially when he's already hitting for lethal. Alright, we are flying through this book all the way to the back, where we are going to set up for a tempered investigation quest with, what's his face? Azor Rathalos. We start at 2, 3, 4, and 5, so we're going to start at 2 because it is our first time doing this. Scoutfly level is 4 to 7. Yikes! So we need a ton of these. Alright, so we're starting here. Investigation starting point 1. If starting the adventure here, the group gains 2 potions. What a relief. That was actually huge. We are maxed out on potions. We are ready for the kill today. If this is our first failure, that would be so unfortunate. Alright. A dead Rathalos lies in your way, its ribs exposed to the air. Its Inferno Sac, fortunately still intact. We don't care about the Inferno Sac! What did this? Above you, a piercing shriek answers your question. An Azor Rathalos. Its speed left this beast stunned, unable to react as its foe left vast gashes in its side, filleting it alive. You need to move quickly if you want to gain any ground on Azor Rathalos, but an Inferno Sac is worth retrieving. What to do? No, it isn't. Let me remind you, I think we have 11. Yay, more Inferno Sacs. Yeah, now you gotta check them out and see how you get to 37. See if there's multiple ways to do it, or if one chain of events can take you to 37. Because if you can get to 37 on your first one, yeah, who cares, man? I want this part to make that sword as a trophy at this rate. Yeah, I understand. Plus, we can always remember what our characters had and take this gear and fight something else. But the thing is, in the board game, you're not supposed to switch weapons around. But if you had an endgame build for Greatsword and you were playing... Let's say I somehow got Teostra. We're playing our other campaign. You could say, I want to play my Greatsword instead. And if enough people voted for it and said you wanted to be Greatsword, I would let you play with your Kush one instead. But anyway, your choices. Scavenge. Oh, it's starting to rain. I got my windows open tonight, so I got a nice breeze coming through here. However, I might get some water, which would be bad, because I actually have the board game stuff up against the wall. So, hopefully I don't get any water in here. If that ever starts happening, I'm gonna bounce up, probably knock over this table, and try and slam my window shut. Because I don't... You know, I like to take care of my things. My Steamforged games, whenever I get something from them, the boxes come in dinged up. The internal stuff is all nice, but it's all... The box always comes dinged up, so... My box is not in great shape, but I don't want water damage on top of all of that. You understand? Anyway. Your actual choices. We found a dead Rathalos with an Inferno Sac. Hey! Scavenge the Azor Rathalos corpse. It's an Azor Rathalos? They never said it was an Azor Rathalos. I just checked. It was a regular Rathalos that died. Whatever. Scavenge from the Azor Rathalos corpse. Each hunter gains 1 Inferno Sac. Discard a time card. Progress to entry 1. Press on quickly, there's no time to lose. Gain 1 track token, progress to 29. Or, be cautious and set a trap, discard 8 time cards, and give up and basically start the fight. We could just do that. You know, we could. Nah. But, honestly, gaining a track token, we want to get those track tokens. If we get at least 4, we can get a better move on him. He does not switch his moves around like the other Rathalos did. So, my vote is for us to gain a track token. We could discard 8 time cards and just move on, or we could discard 1 and take the Inferno Sac, which I guarantee you we will not use. In fact, I think I looked through all of the gear, and there was nowhere to even use an Inferno Sac. So, I don't know, man. You know, I'm curious. I am curious. While you guys are thinking about it, I think it's obvious we need the track token. I'm going to wait for Gojira to check this because I am dead serious. I don't think... Okay, if we made the Rathalos Greatsword, we would use a total of 1 Inferno Sac. Vote option 2. Okay. And that's truly it. And remember, Anjanath, Rathalos, and Azor Rathalos are all dropping Inferno Sacs. Alright, we gained a track token. There we are. And we go to 29. Sand under your feet, the gentle susurration of the waves. Susurration? Them and their thesaurus. The noise of the birds above. It's so idyllic, you begin to question whether it's worth continuing the hunt at all. You're having such a great walk on the beach. You're just like... Oh man, do I even have to hunt that Rathalos? You know, I mean, like, sure, the village is in danger, but listen to the birds, man. Feel the sand between your toes. Touch some grass. What? You could just sit here, eat your rations, enjoy the sun, and then something in the water catches your eye. An Azor Rathalos shell. The creature was here, and recently. Dive into the water and retrieve the shell. Each hunter gains 1 coral crystal. Now they're spiting us for how common they are. And 1 Azor Rathalos shell. No time card loss. Or get back to the hunt immediately. Each hunter gains a warm pelt and a track token. What do you value more? We are trying to just beat the game. We've got the stuff that we need. We cannot make Azor Rathalos weapons. They do not exist in the game. And even if we did, honestly, I think what you're using is better. The sharpness on what you got is better. Somebody actually used the thesaurus function on Word. So, Coral Crystal. Now that we don't have to rob anybody for it. And an Azor Rathalos shell. No time loss. Or gain a warm pelt, who cares, and a track token, more importantly. You know, it sounds weird, but this is our final hunt in this. I kind of say we should take the warm pelt, because the gear means nothing at this point. Azor Rathalos shell, Coral Crystal, they sound nice, but what are we going to do with them? You can't sell them for money in this game. There is no money. It's the equivalent of a beach episode in an anime having a major plot reveal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're having a nice beach episode, and then you like look out into the water, and you're like, oh, there's a whole like chunk of his carapace floating in the water. Huh. I should get back to work. So yeah, I wonder what you guys want to do. I'm tempted to say the Coral Crystal for Catharsis, but I'd go for the track token. I am with you there, Cameron. I think we should just take the track token. We need a high amount of them in order to get a decent move out of Azor Rathalos. So, it's up to you. Warm Pelt is also Catharsis. Warm me up. Let's go. I will take that second track token and Warm Pelt because we went to this nice beach. We saw that we could have gotten back to work, but instead we snuggled up with a nice cozy blanket. You know, Warm Pelt is actually not on here anywhere, so I have to write it. Oh no, we have a Coral Crystal. Look at that. I actually have to write Warm Pelt. At least we'll have inventory of this when we're finished. I could show this on the channel when we're finished, just to see how much stuff we accumulated and how much of it we use, how efficient we were. We were very, very efficient. Progress to entry 7. Fortunately, we have not lost a single time card yet. I shouldn't have said that out loud. A chunk of dead Rathalos dropped by the glutted Azor Rathalos as it soared above the forest. That's disgusting. You're just walking... This is how your pleasant walk in the beach ends. You're just like, it's a beautiful day, and splat! And then this chunk of meat lands in front of you. You look up and there's your prey again, flying around laughing at you because you can't catch up to it. Now we can totally make those Toby dual blades. Which are way weaker than what I've got right now, which is a shame, because I have the fire bonus with the Rathalos helmet that lets me cut through his defense. But yeah, that is too little too late. There should have been more opportunities to get a Coral Crystal. Or, now that we know, if we ever played this again, rob the guy. You have to rob him to get that Coral Crystal. It's like the only way early on in the game. Where the hell are we? Seriously, where did we go? 7? 7? Yeah. A chunk of dead Rathalos dropped by the glutted Azor Rathalos as it soared above the forests. Strewing the remnants of its victims across the trees is making it easier to track, even if stepped in, mulched meat isn't your favorite experience. This is sick, man. Yeah, rob that man blind. This is gross. Alright, so your options are harvest precious parts. Each hunter gains 1 Azor Rathalos marrow. Or ignore the remains and hit the trail, gain a track token. I'm just saying, neither make us give up time, and we're probably going to need all of it today. We have to deal 90 damage, and remember, he's going to run after we hit him each time. Either we're going to keep you perpetually stamped out so you can true charge slash this man, or I don't know. Wrath of Meow's not going to get us that far. Extra turns from breaking his wing, maybe, you never know. So, do you want an Azor Rathalos marrow or a track token? I gotta hear you guys say it, even though to me it sounds obvious. The track token says Gojira fan. I'm gonna assume that is what we want. It is what we've been aiming for every time. If we're lucky, if we have a 2-1-1, we at least hit the middle right now, so we should be... We're probably not hitting the 2, but at least it's something in there. All right, moves us to 9. Cameron says, we are risking getting the negative value token, but man, we need them for an advantage. Yes. You're exhausted, and Azor Rathalos is still out there. You've heard it a couple times now, roaring in frenzied defiance, its wings ruffling the tops of the trees. You can almost believe you're being taunted, but that's the madness of the hunt starting to get to you. Probably. Each hunter gains 1 Azor Rathalos tail, where did that come from, and gain 1 track token. Alright, and that is just what we do. So we get an Azor tail. Luckily we've already had one. Yep, we don't need the marrow from his pelvic bone. No! With all that water coming down. Which you can't. We actually did use a tail before, so yeah, it's technically a thing. Gotta make absolutely sure that rain is coming down vertically, no through windows. All right, 13. It's another direct one with no option. Finally, after an apparently endless trek through the forest, you see broken foliage in the forest canopy that you recognize instantly. It's where the Azor Rathalos plunged downward upon its prey. The beast is back and is on the hunt again. Man, it's hungry. Gain 1 track token and progress to 18. Alright. Water. That's a lot of water. We're on a tornado watch today. Happens all the time in Ohio. We're fine. Yeah, to call me when you get a tornado warning, that's when everyone around here actually pays attention. Watch? Pfft, that's just windy. Alright, progress to 18. You can hear it. The creature is so near, you're certain you can smell its fetid breath. You push aside branches, waiting to catch a glimpse of the prey you've tracked for so long. Are you ready for the fight? Gain 1 track token, progress to 32. Or, this can only be chosen if the hunters have at least 1 Azor Rathalos plate in their inventories. No. No, we don't. There's something not quite right. Hold your ground. Oh. Uh-oh. Apparently something's wrong, but we are not informed enough to know any better. So, we are going to gain a track token. Yeah, I heard there's an especially crazy-looking tornado belt going on. Yep, tornado watch. Perfect atmosphere for the Crucial de Aura. Exactly, I didn't think of that. A legitimate tornado watch is what is going on right now. All right, we're going to 32. You know, we haven't discarded a single time card. This is really convenient. The sound of chewing is impossible to mistake. The relentless sloppy noises of saliva and torn flesh. The Azor Rathalos is gorging itself on its latest prey, ripping hunks free and tossing them into the air. Now's your chance, don't let it escape. So it eats its own kind. Not a lot of creatures do that. You know, that's kind of, you know, that's gross. Or is it not cannibalism if it's a regular Rathalos and not an Azor? That's still cannibalism. You know, it's cannibalism if an albino crocodile eats a regular crocodile. You know, so... that's pretty gross, man. Discard 2 time cards. Finally, reveal your track tokens, check the scout fly level, and begin the hunting phase. So, what do we lose here? Misread and keep hunting. Bad stuff is in there. Vespoid attack is in there. I mean, like, here. We get more turns, so I still think that's cannibalism. Yeah, I'm on the side of that being cannibalism. Kind of gross. All right, so time to flip these over. Hopefully you can see them. We get a 1, a 0, a 1, a 1, a 1, and a 2. All right, does that get us anywhere? 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we needed 7 to hit the highest level. So it's okay, we're in the middle. That is still good. This little 0 here is the one that screwed us over, but still we got 1 average, 1 for each one. So we get the ability Fireball added to the deck. Let me move back here, save my spot, and read and mix in Fireball. Oh my god, Fireball gives us 3 turns after it. Hell yeah! At least we didn't get a -2. Yeah, this actually matters. I know Devil Joe cannibalizes its own kind, but Rathalos? Yeah, See, Joe I could see. Joe eats anything. It is the all-devouring thing. So of his 3 moves, only one of them had 3 turns after it, and it's Fireball. So, I am very glad to shuffle Fireball in here. I will set these to the side and scramble them up later. Rain is really picking up. So far, none of it is coming in my room. Some of it is getting kind of close to my internet router, though, which could be a problem if that gets wet. Hopefully we'll be all right. By the way, Kim is home from work today. Her back is out, and that is why I am able to stream early. I want to make sure that I'm streaming at a time where I don't have to be making food for everybody or something like that. Never know. All right, we got these all mixed up. Seriously scrambled. Let's set up the environment. I usually do this offline, but this time I decided to do it with you, as a few other times I decided to do it with you, so you can at least see where everything goes. We have a rock node, a single one, right here. We have a single forest node. Oh no, we have 2 actually. Yep, another bush node right here. Those don't come in as much handy as you'd think. Pond node. Pond node, they're everywhere. Pond node. Pond node. Oh my god, pond node. Are these pond node? My god, stop it. Am I out? No. Pond node. Oh my god, we're fighting him in a lake. What is this? It is a lake. It's raining so much. Maybe close your window to be safe. There's truly not that much water coming in. Like, I'm exaggerating. There's just sprinkles on the screen. It's not coming at an angle. It's okay. As soon as I see that though, when it's on the screen, I will shut these. But right now, I really want the air. All right, we have 45 time cards in the deck, and we are ready to hunt. Los starts here, facing this away. Matters just in case he doesn't attack before he faces people. I forgot to check where we can spawn. That's rather important. There's also arena quests, by the way. You could have also done that. But the idea for the arena quest is like, oh, you want to set up and play the Monster Hunter board game, but you don't want to play an entire campaign. Just take one of these preset amounts of cards. This is your hunter, this is my hunter. Here's the monster, let's hunt it and kill it before time runs out. It's a good idea, but we're not gonna do that. All right, we can start here or here. So, I got a feeling we should be out here. Just get farther away from him. You have Marathon Runner, so I'm putting you farther away. Yep, and there's my spot. He goes first, remember. So, but which of us goes first will be the next question. Whoever rolls higher will go first. You rolled a 1, I rolled a 3. Alright, that's the way it is. I will go first after Rathalos starts with Fireball. He is leading with this. First, he aims towards the farthest hunter. 1, 2, 3. We are both 3 nodes away. You have an 8 right now, so he chooses to aim this at you. He turns your direction, which is technically this way, I guess. And he shoots a fireball instantly. We are running up to him. We see him. He just turns to us and boom! Fire comes straight at you. We'll see what you do. Let's draw your hand. You need a 6 in order to dodge this. You just drew 2 crushing slashes. If you actually get rid of both of these, you'll be okay. Because it is fire damage. You have to dodge this. You can't block it. Well, you know what? Your others are 1s, but Crushing Slash is really good. I don't even remember that being in your deck. When did we ever get Crushing Slash? That's a good card. Maybe I never read what it did. I don't know, but it's pretty good. Did it blow? Oh, you know what? Did it blow over from that? You know what? I think it did. They were the 2 on top. I don't think you have Crushing Slash, actually. I think these are from a better Greatsword. Because I had the windows open the other day, and some of my cards that were on this table blew off and onto the floor. I saw some Greatsword cards, which is what these are. They're Greatsword cards. But we've never seen Crushing Slash in your deck before. I don't think you actually have those. Internet is always dodging something turn 1. Nice instant spray tan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure those are for a different Greatsword. You draw 2 other cards. And now that looks more like your deck, and you're in big trouble. Okay. Can't suffer damage during the gathering phase. That didn't help us. Marathon Runner isn't going to help you, and Focus is not going to help you. Whoa! Now we're losing stuff. Hold on here. Just a little bit of wind. So your hand right now sucks. We thought it was okay. We never had that with the Jaggish Greatsword. Correct, and that's why I put it back, because we would give you an enormous buff, and that's not fair. Time to stam ourselves out. I don't even know if you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. So here's your option. Tank it, or play your entire hand and stam out. If you tank it, you take 6 fire damage. You're not dead. And he can attack up to 4 away. Yep, he can reach you. This is good. You either put absolutely everything down. You have a Greatsword block in your hand, but you can't play. Like, you could play it, but it gives you physical defense. So that doesn't matter. So, you're in a bad place. Already. Let me see what I get. 6-fold, Blade Dance, Bladed Fangs, and Blade Dance, okay? You're in a real bad place. Honestly, I feel like you should just take it. We get 3 turns after this anyway. You're not gonna... Where's he? And he's gonna go 4 steps towards you after this. You did it, and you might be dead. We have 3 cards and a lot of time. Do you stam out, or do you just eat this fireball to the face. 6 damage, or 6 agility to dodge, and which would completely stam you out. And then you can't play anything. Your turn will come around and nothing will happen. I say take it. If we tank it, we can heal and activate Meowth on our turn. If you take it, you can do something on your turn. You can still fight and everything at 2 HP. Might as well take it. Stamming out immediately doesn't feel like the play. No, stamming out immediately, you will be useless. Man, those other cards, those Greatsword cards, were good. So, when you turn that corner, we see that Los, you're like, oh, hi, Rathalos! And he just barbecues you. However, he then takes 4 steps forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. He's actually so big, he's like eating your spot. All right, there he goes. I get a turn. You just took stupid damage is all. All right. Because neither of us have higher fire res anymore. You decided to take off the Greaves, but you do have focus. We can play up to 2 cards this turn. All right, I'm going to try and... let's see. You know what? When can you Molotov Cocktail? If the monster is within 1 node of your hunter, place break tokens on one part of the monster up to its break value. I'm just saying, you're within 1 node right now. Stamming out immediately doesn't feel like the play. Yeah, no, so I can take my walk here, play Lunging Stab, and I could, I guess, start working on the face. Ooh, he can't run from me if I go at an angle right here. So, somebody's got to tell me to do it. Your cat ability. All right, here comes 3 cards, plus 1 for it being the first in my turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's all right. All right, so 7 damage to his face. T takes 3. Because his defense is really high. My God, is it high? Say the thing! You kidding me? I'm absolutely tossing that cocktail on his wings. Okay, so I got a Molotov Cocktail request. Wow, who the fuck it? Okay, so Molotov Cocktail on his wings. That is probably the best. Kablam, it is instantly broken. Okay, boom, wings are broken. Break those wings now. Alright, you broke the wings, already spent your Palico token, but that is fine with us. Rathalos technically tries to run from me, but he cannot do it. So I say he just turns around, he's now facing the other direction. I can begin to break his tail, which will make his tail easier to hit, and it will be just as defensive, so I guess I might as well do it. My second attack is going to be Bladed Fangs, which will put 1 break token on his tail, of which we need 7. And deal 2 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a bummer, because his defense is 4, so he only takes 1. We're at the point where this is probably going to take 90 hits in order to kill him. He tries to run again, but he is literally... We have him cornered. This is the creepy anime moment where the... what do you... Dude, I don't know anything about the terminology for this stuff. Never mind that. Alright, so it's a creepy anime moment. We have him cornered against the wall right now. Rathalos Senpai. Alright, that's one of the words. Yeah, give me points for that one at least. Okay, I'm too old for this. Alright, so we got him cornered. That was the end of my turn. I decide to discard 6-Fold Slash. It's just not that good. So that I will draw 1. It's a feint. 2, 3 good cards. Excellent. I discard this. Monster retreats! No! Alright, we discard this off of here. I flip this down. When the monster retreats, discard 4 time cards. Each hunter may sharpen their weapon, use a potion from the communal pool. You get a free turn to use a potion. Okay, I mean, I can sharpen right now for free. I will do it, but there's no sense in you doing it. Monster Retreats was the first card. He barbecued us, he barbecued you, and then ran away. The question is, do you take this free potion opportunity? I think you should. You're gonna need to do it anyway. Must resist making creepy anime joke. Yeah, exactly. I was incapable of it because I am just that out of touch. Oops. Alright, there is my new attack deck. I took a free sharpen. 4 time cards are now going down the crapper. They are Monster Retreats. Back-to-back Monster Retreat cards. Oh my god. Vespoid Attack! Get out of here! Wiggly Litchi. Damn it, we never got a single Wiggly Litchi. And Tactical Shift. Alright, so those are all discarded. Do you take this potion opportunity? Yeah, sure, he's barbecued us. Let's go and heal. Take the next attack at least. Alright, I know the terminology, but I'm not telling you. Good. If it's not in my repertoire, then I won't be degenerate enough to use it. So there you go. You have healed up and we have paid a potion. I think that's fair, even though we literally just started. Alright. That is my turn. Let's see here. You go. You go. Here you go. Alright, so. Luckily, he didn't cure that damage from hitting him in the back. I'm still gonna say he can't run from us. He could try, but we have him pinned in the corner. Oh yeah, his physical attacks gain +1. I am a medium well man, and I will not settle on being well done. Alright, so you can only play 2. Wow, that's a sucky turn. So your best card you have right now is Strong Rising Slash. And then you have Overhead Slams, which stink. So you could play 2 Overhead Slams because they combo together to deal a total of 3 of your attack cards. But if you Strong Rising Slash with an Overhead Slam, you will also deal 3 attack cards and deal 2 break on his tail. I'm going to assume, or medium rare. I ain't super picky. Alright, I'm going to assume we just want to do more instead of do less. So you lead with your Strong Rising Slash. It's also good to get some attacks in here because we can get a combo going later. And an Overhead Slam. Let me calculate how this goes. First of all, we resolve the Strong Rising Slash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He takes 2. Good. More than 1. I'm happy for more than 1. And 2, count them, 2 break tokens on the tail. We gotta get all the way to 7, though. And water damage, which guess what? He blocks completely because this game is balanced. Alright, it stopped raining. Excellent. And 1, 2 for an Overhead Slam, so it's an extra point of damage. Whatever. It's still something. Do you want to keep this hand? You definitely want the Greatsword block. The Jumping Slash. I say you get rid of these 2 because you can't play them. Or they stink. Keep a Greatsword block, though, and you draw another Greatsword block. True Charge Slash. Wide Slash and Strong Rising Slash. That's a decent hand. It's not great. Your hand is really bad for dodging stuff. Well, your whole deck is bad for dodging stuff, as you have found out. You get hit a lot. Do more damage, he's gotta go down. Yeah, we have to do more damage, much as we can. So that ends your turn. We reveal Roar! Oh my god! It's always the bad stuff! Alright, so with Roar, we roll a dice. Based on whatever number I roll, that many cards get taken out of the time deck. We're gonna time out this time, aren't we? Just from bad cards in the time deck. What do we win? 1! Nice! The best we could have rolled. Suspended Boulder is gone. crap. Well, that flips these over. You discard this. Your hand already went back to 5. And let's see here. You're permitted to use your walk this turn to get away from him. Like, schwink, slide way over here. Also, you have Marathon Runner. You could get over here. You step once, slide, step again. That might be a good idea. He's attacking the nearest, which guarantees he attacks me. And even if you want to get back to me this quickly, you could use Marathon Runner again. Card RNG, woo! Yeah, thank God. All right, so that was the end of your turn. The card RNG is really trying to screw us, but we're gonna try and overcome it. Next up, I get a turn because we get 3 turns after Fireball, and I'm still pinning him in the butt. I can hit him with 2 Blade Dances or 2 Blazing Fold Slashes. Damage or breaks, guys? Do I go damage or breaks? 2 Blazing Fold Slashes hits him so flippin' hard. It would hit him for 2 attacks, so at worst 2 damage, and 2 elemental cards, which go straight through him. Or I can hit him for 2 physical attack, 2 physical attack, and then 2 break damage. I'm leaning on kill it. Feels like a fight with Demi-Fiend last night. Honestly, you had a lot of stuff rolling in your favor when you were fighting Demi-Fiend. But yes, Infinite Mortis offline just beat the Demi-Fiend in Shin Megami Tensei 5. It was a lot of fun. I'm going to say I'm going Blazing Fold Slash. I think this is the best of what I can do. Hitting him with those fire attacks, I know damage time cards are bleeding out pretty quick. They are. My 2 time cards, or my attacks are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Regardless, I deal 1. That's not great. 2. Resolving the fire. He takes 3. Excellent. 79. That's what I'm talking about. Damage, damage, damage. Let's go. We do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unfortunately, 5 turns into a 1. And the next card is a 2. All right. That was substantial. That was substantial. We're getting nowhere on those breaks, but honestly, you're better at that than I am. I am... I'm gonna walk this way. I'm gonna play Feint, so I can discard those Blazing Fold Slashes. And then my turn is going to conclude. Do I want these in my hand? Yeah, kinda. Alright, so I'll keep those. Draw 1, 2, 3. This is actually a terrible hand. Terrible hand. I have 2 feints, and the rest of my cards are 1s. And I discard this. And reveal Threat Shift. That is possibly for the best. Okay. I am now the one with aggro. Whoa. Start your stream so soon. Yes, Kim has thrown her back out today, so she is home watching Clover, and I want to be done a little bit earlier, so we're doing this a little early today, Starscream. Still looking at the screenshot of the epic stare-off between Nabino and Demi-Fiend. Alright. That was the end of my turn, and we're ready to go. Rathalos gets a turn, and it is involving his face. Left Flame Blast. Good thing I got away. Because first, he faces the nearest hunter, which is me. Yep. He turns to me. He attacks up to 2 nodes. This huge area sweeps with fire. Whoosh! He can reach me from here, which is unfortunate. And I need to dodge for 5. Ugh. Someone's yelling outside. So here's what I'm thinking. This is terrible. If I play everything... I shouldn't play everything. I have to play everything. No, I don't. Yeah, I do. I gotta play everything. We get 3 turns after this, at least. How do I not play everything? Because I have 2 feints. So if I play all 4 of these face down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to dodge, I can play feint and discard 2 of them at least. Yay. Radical, bro. Actually, I would rather have put this one down and put this in my discard because I want more feints in there. Do it in that order. Alright. I have no hand. This is great. At least you get a turn next, correct? You go next? Or did I go? Yeah, you go next anyway, so it's alright. And now he's gonna go 3 to his right. 1, 2, 3. He is mistakenly walking right up to you. Show him who's boss, please. Because I just lost my whole hand because of that attack. You have a fun stream. I'll be playing. Alright, cool. Have fun. Alright, so. Our options. You can play up to 2 cards. You have... Ooh, here's what you should do. Wide Slash, because you get to discard it immediately. And then Strong Rising Slash. You could play True Charge Slash, but it's only going to deal 2 damage instead of the 4 that you would get if you can play it at the end. So I recommend playing this and keeping those 2 blocks in hand. So Kabam gets discarded, and then this, and that Wide Slash does 3, does 1, doesn't matter. He now runs from you, but you can easily catch up to him with your walk. In fact, you can get up to this position with Marathon Runner, so you can choose where to hit him. You probably still want to hit the tail, because you're about to inflict some break damage. Your break damage is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You dealt 3 to him. And 2 more break tokens. We're up to 5. You hit him 1 more time with a Strong Rising Slash, and he's kaput. We better hope his next move is physical. It looks like it is wing-based, and he's going for the farthest. And that's not good. That's going to be, well, we don't know who that's going to be yet, because we still have 2 more turns to resolve. This gets discarded. Do you want this other card in your hand, a True Charge Slash? Honestly, you're not going to get up to it, so it's discarded anyway. And you will draw 3. Strong Rising Slash. Jumping Slash. And True Charge Slash. You know, you can work with that. Alright. So, we draw... Threat Shift again. Alright. That's fine. He's going cross-eyed, forgetting who's actually the problem here. I'd rather save the True Charge Slash for the end of our bar for big damage. Yes. Because as of right now, it would probably deal 1 or 2. 2 at best. Alright. That's the end of your turn. You're standing right there, and that is fine. Oh, you hit him again, so he technically tries to run, so I guess he reorients this way. Yeah, he's going to reorient that way. And you are actually interfering with where he is standing. I don't have a hand. Right, so I can't do anything. I'm going to sharpen and step in the bush, because there's nothing I can do. That's what he gets for that 1 attack, though. Shoot. It's a bummer. Alright. I mean, it was already shuffled anyway, so here you go. Basically shuffled it all back together. And I draw... This is discarded. I get a hand of 5 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not as bad. It's pretty bad, but it's not as bad. The card I draw is Sleep Toad. Yeah, We'll see what happens. 1 to 3, he gets the sleep token. 4 to 6, I do. It's a 4! Alright, what's the sleep? What's sleep do? Who's got sleep over me? I have sleep resistance! I have sleep resistance on the Rathalos Greaves! I cannot suffer sleep damage! It mattered! Okay, never mind. No one panic. Nothing happened. It is your turn. Alright, you got him pinned against the wall, Senpai. You are going to deal 2 more attack cards. You're going to have to choose either Jumping Slash or True Charge, honestly. You can play either, but both of them just deal 2. Jumping Slash will deal some break damage if you want, but, yeah. Anyway, you got Strong Rising Slash first. Strong Rising Slash. You draw 2 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just deal 1. Alright. And Water Element, which means nothing. 2 more break tokens. Let me add up and count them. We have 5 and 6 and 7. Which breaks his tail. Cool. The tail is severed. His tail attacks now have 1 less range. The next most important one is his face, if you couldn't even get to it, which we can't reach right now. So, it mattered, let's go! Yeah. So, these are truly the same card, True Charge Slash and Jumping Slash right now, so I guess you're just gonna play, you're allowed to play either. You could also choose to play neither. You could. But, you're gonna deal 2 cards of damage. So it's likely 1, maybe 2. I mean, we gotta deal damage anyway, right? Should we be dealing damage? You do have 2 Greatsword blocks in your hand. If he does a physical attack, you are okay. Tell me what you're thinking. This is your turn. We got a wing card coming up next, meaning we get an extra player turn after this, which is great. I'm nervous about all these time cards, though. We lost a lot of them early game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 45 minus 12. We're getting through it. And we're not really getting through his HP. That's a lot of HP. Even 1 damage gets us closer. Maybe throw in Jumping Slash or whatever it's called. Jumping Slash will deal the same as True Charge. However, it will also give you a break token. To make the break token matter, you'd have to throw it on the body. Or just say screw it. Forget it. Oh man, if Jumping Slash is played on the 5th slot of your stamina board, you get to discard it. But if True Slash is played on the 5th, you get to play 2 extra damage cards. You can't do either. They're just play 2 right now, so, alright, we'll play, Jumping Slash. I don't think we need to break anything else, honestly, unless we got a clear view of his face. Let's do a Jumping Slash. And you're probably going to discard True Charge. Alright, Jumping Slash gives you 2. 1, 2, 3. You need a 4. 4, 5. You only dealt 1. It was some piddly damage, but at least you dealt something. This gets discarded off of your board. You draw 3 new cards. Overhead Slam is horrible. Strong Charge Up is great. And Tackle. It's finally coming together. You've actually got a pretty good hand, except for that Overhead Slam. That's kind of garbo. I went first. You went, and now I go again? Or is it his turn? He did left flame burst. I moved here and sharpened. You attacked. Now I can move again. Alright, now it's actually my turn. Alright. Or did I attack him and run out of cards? No, that doesn't make any sense. It has to be my... Is it my turn? I don't remember if I went before then. I think I didn't. Good gonna say I have a turn. Yeah, because I was stammed out when he attacked me, and now I have an actual opportunity to do something. Because my first one was sharpening, this is my second one. Okay, this is right. Okay, I have 2 demon modes, that's worthless. These cards are really weak. Alright, I'm going to Blade Dance. I don't want to break his body. I think it's his turn? Oh no, never mind. Yeah, because I was stammed out. Yeah, we solved it. Alright, so I'm going to Blade Dance and deal 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to say I'm hitting him in the tail. Or the side. It's all the same. So I deal 2 damage. We bypass the funny number. And I deal a break, but it doesn't matter. We've broken both of those things. Rathalos turns and runs from me. I can still get him if I walk here. It's just kind of unfortunate to end up on a rock node and not be moving. But I'm going to Blade Dance again, which is another 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. That just does 1. Okay, at least those numbers are going down. And he's going to run yet again. Coward. This gets discarded. Is there anything in my hand that I want to get rid of? Yeah, actually, I don't want the demon modes. I can't play them. They have to go on the first slot of my stamina board. Ground Slash is okay. I want the rest of these. Those are good. And now I need to shuffle this up and get 1 card out of it. Genuinely, what weapon would be able to do good damage, scaling damage to this guy? Well, let's see here. He takes no water, so not Great Jagras. He takes no electric, so no Tobikanachi. And he takes no fire, so no Anjanath or Rathalos. He's invincible. Elementally invincible. It's just... They were basing it off of the video game and not so much trying to balance a board game, because I'm sure a bunch of fans that we all know, maybe some of us even, would have been like, hey, Rathalos isn't supposed to take this damage. Wait, Rathalos is supposed to be weak to lightning, isn't he? Or I'm thinking it's Thunder, Silver? Silver's weak to lightning. Lunging Stab, that's something. Alright, I already discarded this because I made it to the 3rd one. My discard is Brief Respite. You may discard 1 attack card from any spot of your stamina board. I guess I'll get rid of this one, Blade Dance. Okay. These flip. And Los gets a turn. This is with a wing attack. So, we get an extra turn after it. We will get 2. He's doing Claw Drop, the idiot. Here's what he's going to do. Right now, he just jumps up and stomps. Boom! He actually faced the farthest, but it doesn't matter who he faces because he jumps and goes boom. Splashes in the water out there. No one is in range. He misses. Our turn. We have 2 turns. You get to move. You know, for Brief Respite, you should also discard. It should say all hunters. It doesn't make sense that it's just 1, but whatever. Alright, let's see here. Ooh, you get 2 cards. You can do some serious break damage on him. Oh, Strong Charge Up doesn't count. Oh my gosh. Walk and then tackle. Ooh, you're gonna run out of cards. Here's what I'm thinking. Okay. So you have Strong Charge Up, which helps you deal lots of break damage. Okay? It doesn't count towards the maximum, so you're allowed to play more. However, it dodges for 3. Now, you don't really need to dodge so much unless he does a fire move, because you have 2 great sword blocks that I've been hanging on to for you to make you invincible for a turn. If you strong charge up, you don't really have big cards anymore to end something, which would make this amazing. But element damage was so bad in World anyway, so that way it works pretty much so it checks out. Yeah. Azor's weak to Dragon and Ice. Yep, that's what he's weak to on here. And Dragon's not available in the board game at all. Unless you played an expansion. I don't know any of the expansion monsters that deal Dragon. Maybe Koosh weapons deal Dragon? I don't know. It's Gold Rathian who's weak to Thunder. Okay, I think they... Silver... Isn't Silver also weak to Water? I remember fighting both of them together with a Lightning Longsword. But, I say get that stun on him, okay. But do you want to strong charge up first? Because you could just play Overhead Slam, Tackle, and then keep the strong charge up, because we don't need to break anything, but his face is right there. And you can make his fire attacks have 1 less node. Nergigante is Dragon. Kushala is Ice. I'm just saying the way that you said that. Nergigante is Dragon. I is human. Just sounds funny. Me too, stunning him could help. So it's not going to stun him immediately, but it will put the token on him. So, do you want to play your strong charge up and start stunning him? I'm sorry, start breaking his face. That's the question. You will almost stam yourself out if you do this, but you will be left with 2 greatsword blocks and a brand new hand that will hopefully have some card that lets you finish a combo, because you'll be there, finally. I'd say save strong charge up. Okay. If you save it, you have a chance at dodging if you gotta dodge. Meaning we are going to Overhead Slam, which only does 1. 1. Exactly 1. Oh, yeah, you walked here to do it. You hit him. He runs. Here's the downside I was talking about. You're going to have to sharpen anyway, but you need to step in that water. Whatever it takes. There's no way around it. You have to step in this water. So, you're sharpening next turn. You go for a tackle. So, you take a free step into the water, and I think the water makes you discard 2 of these, which 3 and a 3 doesn't really matter anyway, because tackle only deals 1, which was a 4! Still ends up being 1 damage. Got excited for nothing. Alright, overthinking a lot. Yeah, me too. And here comes the stun token. 1 more tackle, and he is going to be stupefied. Oh, that's your hand. My bad. All right, and with your hand, let's keep those. You're going to draw 2 cards. Come on. Strong charge up again. Overhead Slam. It's the worst. It's the worst. All right, this gets discarded. Keep hunting. Safe. All right. Ugh. Not special at all, man, but you absolutely need to sharpen. You have 2 greatsword blocks, so hopefully you'll be able to do something. All right, so I am on a rock node. I'm allowed to take an extra step, but I have to step in the water if I want to hurt him. I'm thinking about it. Because I could... Oh, I could do the double blazing fold slash again. I would have to sharpen as well. Hold on. How many cards are in here? So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to do this attack. And I'd be left with 2. Yeah. Oh, this isn't good. But I'm going to slide. Take my step. Splash into the water. 2 immediately get discarded. It's a 2. And my 1. There's only 1/1 in my whole deck, so that is actually okay. Blazing double slash. I hit him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He takes 2 damage. And elemental damage, he takes a guaranteed 3. This is what's eating him alive. He can't retreat. We got him boxed in again. I play another. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He takes another 3. And he takes 2. There you go. 55. Oof. I'm going to get rid of my 2 lunging stabs, because I'm going to assume I need to dodge this next turn. Give me something better here. In fact, Round Slash sucks too. Give me a whole new hand. Feint, awesome. Blade Dance. 6-fold Slash. Blade Dance. Feint. I'm playing a Feint right now. Alright. My card is Nitro Toad. Here it comes. I discard this. These flip. Roll dice. If it's 1 through 3, I get to put a break token somewhere on Rathalos, I would say his face. The rolls have swapped now. Now it's Alex dealing the beefy monsters just because he's piercing the element immunity. Yeah. And that's stupid. This is so messed up. Ah, it's a 3! It was rolling scary. Alright, I'm going to put this on Los's face. Nitro Toad rolling in our favor. Blowing him up into face. And that was the end of Claw Drop. We both desperately need to sharpen. And that's all that we can do. Here it comes. Tackle. We only get 1 turn after this, by the way. He goes to the farthest hunter, which he can't make up his mind, so he chooses you, because you have the threat at the moment. He goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chases you all the way over here. And then he does a physical attack. Guess what, guys? It does 8 physical damage. You have 4 defense right now. You play 1 greatsword block, just 1, and you only take 1 damage. 2 turns because his wings are broken? No, this is just a body attack. His next one will be a wing-based attack, so... Field goal that frog? Yeah. Little frog showed up, I just punted him, and he went flying across the field and landed on Los's head. That's the only thing that makes sense. Tackle doesn't involve his wings. What? Oh, no, he was asking about the double thing. Use the 1 block. Alright, so 1 greatsword block makes you only take 1, and house rules, you are not stunned because that's how the video game works. Okay, you're in a good spot, and honestly, this 1 turn kind of works out because it is up to you to do something. You can play 3 cards. Well, there's no need. You can only play 2, honestly. This is gonna be so stupid. Here's your turn. You strong charge up. Overhead Slam. Overhead Slam is the weakest card in your deck. It is such a bad card. If it said each other Overhead Slam in your stamina bar, it might be a better card. It's not much better, but it's not good. So basically, you're going to strong charge up, Overhead Slam. At least you will deal some break damage. Yep. That's the only way to deal damage. You have 2 strong charge ups, a great sword block, and this. Breaking the wings gave us 1 more turns, period. No, it gives you 1 more turn every time there's a wing icon on the upcoming card. I will get close to this and block it so I can't see it. You see right where my finger is pointing, that is the wing icon. That way when I draw this upcoming card, I will know this one will apply. Literally all we can do. It is all you can do. Strong charge up, and you hit him with his piddly little wuss attack, but at least you hit him with something. You get 2 break tokens to accumulate up here. Oh, hold on. No, you don't. Because you can't do anything. You need to sharpen. I forgot. You have to sharpen. You have no damage to deal, silly goose. So you sharpen. How did I forget? We both have to sharpen, or else it's, you know, there's nothing we could do. Tink. You would have tinked. Would have been one little bink. Yeah, you basically bounced off of him. So, scratch that, rewind. Instead, you sharpened right in front of his face. Because time's a wastin'. I'm assuming you don't want to take a potion. That would be really wasteful. You still have another greatsword block, and he's got a wing move coming next for the nearest, so he's coming to you anyway. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so, yeah, that was the thing. Now you discard this. These flip over. Your card is Tactical Shift. Up to 2 hunters may move 1 node each. I guess I'm coming closer. I'll get closer to the rock in case he stays over there for some reason. I assume you want to get away. Probably lead him that way. It's something. It's certainly something. Do you have a hand of 5? You have a hand of 4. So let's draw this. Wide Slash. You get the worst cards. We're hitting him with the piddly sticks the guy with the wilds use, because they're not weapons, clearly. You're holding your greatsword by the giant blade and hitting him with the handle. That's what you did. Alright, so he didn't think that was very funny. We now flip. This is a wing card. Swooping Evade. He goes 5 to the farthest hunter. Why did I move closer to him? Had I moved this way? Because it did say he was coming to me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he goes 2 nodes away. It doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm going to go here like I originally did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then Swooping Evade. I dodge this for 5. Just my whole goddamn hand. Yep. Wow. Or I take 8 fire damage, which will equate to 5. I feel like I should just take 5 fire damage. Boop him in the snoot. I feel like I should just take it. I think I should take it, man. It's only 5 damage. I'm alive. I've never carded this whole campaign. I can't even see where the Control S is. I'm taking it. Being a brave boy. Ow. You know what? I only have 2 of these. I was going to say, I could Wrath of Meow the rest of my damage into him, but I don't even have enough. That stinks. Okay, well, it is my turn, and then you get a turn. Let's see how I'm going to play this. I can play up to 3 cards. I only have 3, but he's going to run each time. Could get him in the corner. Alright, so we'll start with a 6-fold slap. Oh, right. I have to sharpen too. Oops. I sharpen. Woo! The sharpness on our weapons is terrible. Or the hides on these monsters is incredibly thick. Alright. I have sharpened. Ooh, should I heal? We have so much farther to go. I don't think so. But what I could do... You shine so much and suffers damage from an attack card. I could Wrath of Meow right now and send him away from me. Yeah, I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to Wrath of Meow right now because I just sharpened and I'll never do it again. The damage I deal is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does it go direct into him or does he block it? As if you were resolving an attack card. But it doesn't say... Does Wrath of Meow get blocked by his defense? I wouldn't think so, because it didn't say based on the direction of where you hit him. So I'm going to say that just deals 5 damage to him. Close, move it. So big. Which makes him run 1 away, because he went owie. It didn't say I could not play that on my sharpness turn. You think I should heal? Those potions aren't going to do us any good if they're not used, man. You're right. I'm going to take it. Save the potion. If we have to dodge, we should just preserve our potions. Okay. We got a lot farther to go. I'm feeling like I should just eat this, or like take the damage for now. I'll do my best to dodge next time. Like, I could have dodged, I just wanted the option. Alright, because right now it's not really going to save me stamina-wise. Okay. That's the end of my turn. I could walk, so I'm going to walk this way and get away from him a bit. Hopefully he doesn't get me. Tactical shift to 200's my move. Another node, I'm going to move this way. You, I assume... If it says 1 node... I don't know if it means if you move here, you can move here. He's going to the nearest next. You might want to stay where you're at. 1, 2, 3, 4 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. Nearest, he would go for me. Unless you went backwards. But then he's guaranteed coming for me. Should he go for me or you? Also, that was just 1 turn. Oh, yeah, that was just 1 turn, so I'm going to say you go towards him, because you get a turn now. Alright. So here's how you're going to work. I'm gonna have you step over here, so you can slide. I don't think you slide yet. Maybe you slide. Alright, but you get a turn, because that was swooping evade. He went for me. And you now have a hand. You can actually do something. Not anything special, though. You can play 3 cards. Here we go again. Same situation. Man, the cards you have in your hand are so bad. Alright, so I think you should slide. You got a full bar? Huh? What do you mean I got a full bar? What? My health up there says 3. I'm making sure you're... I did heal it for a moment, then I was like, nah, spit that back out. Put it back in the... Put it back in there just in case you want it. Alright, so this one is free. And then your walk can be up to 2. I don't know, you'll move up to 2 nodes instead of 1. I assume that's at the same time. I don't know, because you could attack and then move your next one, if that's how it works. But if not, I'll keep you here. You could strong charge up, and then overhead slam, wide slash. Just more of that useless stuff. Next attack is coming from his face, meaning it's probably fire damage. You might just want to do these instead. Overhead slam. Just as 1. Oh, it's 2. That's terrible. $49, he runs here. I say you can use your second marathon, or your marathon runner ability now. You can go here. I might be playing that wrong, but hey, they weren't clear. Thanks for the backwards potion analogy. Yeah, the backwashed potion. Yeah, just in case you want it. I don't know. I gave it a little, whisk in my mouth to make sure it was okay. Wide slash, which can get discarded immediately to deal. Not a 3, sorry. It is 1 point of damage. We're almost halfway. That's how much health he has. Oof. Okay, that's pretty much all you can do. Do you want this hand? I have 2 strong charge-ups, which are good for dodging. You could dodge up to 6 if you had to dodge fire. And you have a great sword block if it's physical. So you're going to draw 2 cards, which is the last 2 you have. Tackle, tackle. All right. And that is going to do it for our turns. Your draw is Sleep Toad. Had I landed him earlier with Sleep Toad, we could have potentially put him to sleep. Yes, I found an easy route to Nergigante Carcass in the manual. I'll put it in Discord. Awesome. Whoop! 6! You're asleep. That is potentially really awful. Oh, no, it's not. Hunters causing status ailments. Man, putting a monster to sleep is huge. You get to skip their next turn. Like, you can wail on them anyway. Alright, you can't place any attack cards on your stamina board, attack, move, or dodge until the end of your next turn. Ooh. You lose a turn. Or no, you can't play it until the end of your next turn. Yeah, so you lose a turn. No matter what he does, and he's coming for you, you might cart. Because you can't dodge. It's fire damage. Yep, this is bad. You could have actually stopped this, but since the Sleep Toad happened, now you're screwed. Right Flame Burst. First he moves 3 nodes to the left, which is, or his right. No, his left, okay. So he moves around you. 1, 2, 3. And does this huge flame spray. Which you're having a great nap here. It's a wonderful time, and he's about to make it awful. Because you take 9 fire damage, meaning you take 6. You're not dead! Good thing I barfed up that potion for you. You're alive. But here's the real kicker. You're still sleeping. Curse our compulsions to 4 frogs. Tackle, tackle, not to be confused with tickle, tickle, though I guess that's what we're doing to him. Yeah, I'm genuinely worried we don't have enough DPS to win. And it might be the game's fault for blocking all the elements. Because if you were dealing all the water damage that you're supposed to be, we would be on pace here. We'd be doing okay, but no, he blocks water. Oh my god. Yep, so you're not dead. That's a plus. It's my turn. Hip hip hooray. Wonder what I get to do today. I get to play 2 cards. I think I see my play here. First, I'm going to step here for my walk, and then I'm going to play Blade Dance, which allows me to give up 1 damage to step 1 closer, and I'm going to hit him in the tail for 1. It was going to be 1 damage anyway. It's okay. He's a coward, so he's going to run away. I'm going to say he's running this way because he otherwise would push you into the water, and we don't want that. And I have another Blade Dance so I can chase after him and do the exact same move again, but now he is cornered. Oh, I was going to deal the damage before I even knew what it was because I know it's going to be a 1. Alright. Ugh. We haven't even seen any attacks with the tail to have a benefit for that. Alright, I'm going to play Feint and remove these 2 cards off of here. 6-fold slash kind of sucks, so I'm just going to get rid of it. can draw a brand new hand of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 demon modes again. Well, whatever. I get to hit him with demon mode pinned against the wall. Nice. You're not in a good position. You're 1 HP. Pretty sure we share a brain cell here. Wait. There's our compulsion of more frogs. What do you mean our character? Yeah, pretty sure we share a brain cell. Yeah, you're both the same player. You are both the ones who love to eat frogs. Or did he mean because I eat frogs as well? Frogs are mighty spicy, but I punted one earlier in this mission, so not quite the same. Alright, you get a turn. Yeah, yikes. I'd say if you push me with your walk and go here, you can attack him and have him stay against the wall as well. You can play 2 cards. And of course, your only physicals are tackle, which is pretty crappy. Strong charge up tackle makes no sense. Can you imagine? Plop. Bam! You have to drop a little weight before you go for it. So you could tackle, which I guess would stun him and put a token for next time. Frogs are tasty, what can I say? Tastes like chicken, just like the big spicy blue chicken trying to kill us. Yes, it is a big spicy blue chicken. So do you go for tackle? That's all you have. You have tackle. So I would say that you would both stun him as well as put something over there again if you want to tackle again. That is purely just to slow him down, though. Or does it make him easier to dodge? I don't remember. The dodge value of the monster's next attack is 1 and cannot be increased or decreased by any other effect. It makes him super easy to dodge. But it's going to deal next to nothing. Well, no, it's going to deal 2 damage. Because everything is dealing 1 damage per hit. So you might as well tackle, and then let me come in here and try and hit him for something harder. Because I think demon mode... Yeah, God, it's only going to let me play an extra 2. Well, this does more. Blazing // does more than demon mode. Demon mode is just not a good card. Anyway, I'm going to assume that's what you want to do. Nobody said anything. Alright, tickle him. Anything to make him easier to manage, because he's murdering us. He is, and that's why I am taking this very seriously, because we're going to die. Tackle! Oh, you know what? That was your walk here to come here. Whatever. Does 1. He is now officially stunned. Okay, here. That's the paralysis token, but I'm going to leave that there for now because the stun is about to pile up over there and I need that token. Tackle. You hit him again. With 3, I was kind of hoping you can get out of the way. Oh, you still can. 44. And now you use your walk to go over here. I'll come back. This gets discarded. What's your hand at? 3. So these need to be shuffled. Alright, Azor is stunned. I feel like we're going to need extra time to even take down his Kushalade aura. Tempereds in this legit feel like Tempereds in Wilds. Overbloated to hell, HP ridiculous damage, and overbloated to hell stats. Yeah, his stats are dumb. Everything we deal just does... Oh, you got a true charge slash. Finally, you can deal damage. And another true charge slash. Oh, finally. Okay, you are competent. Finally, you are competent. You can do something. All right, now, It's my turn. That was, I hit him, you hit him, now it is my turn. Alright, so I walk in here. He still keeps that stun on him. Also, this was at the end of your turn. A poison cup. Oh no! It's a poison cup. You might die. He blocks poison. But this is a 50-50 chance. If I roll a 4 to a 6, you're dead. 2 true charge slashes? Flashes the Grinch smile. Alright, let's see if you're dead. 6! Oh my god! I need to see the rules. Hold on. Oh no! I need to see the rules. You might have a chance to potion fast enough. Because I think it says at the end of your next turn you take it, but we've been taking it immediately. This matters now. Where is Hunter's suffering? It's so hard to find this stuff. Okay, your Hunter loses 2 health at the end of your next turn. End of your next turn, you're dead. You take 2 at the end of your next turn. You're alive for now. I'm putting this poison token on your character. Hopefully you see that under Los. Probably don't. Yeah, he's got giant wings. But there is a poison token on you. Right here. I gotta move Los. There, see it? That purple? If you do not heal next turn, you are dead. This really rustles my jimmies. Oh my god, heal. Definitely potion now. You're not allowed to potion now because you attacked this turn. This is the end of your turn we're resolving. So, you have to do it next turn or else. Meaning, those true charge slashes, you don't get to play. Huzzah! It's my turn. And I have no way to heal you. I don't have a Vigor Wasp spray or anything. You're poisoned at 1 HP. I wish I had icons to, like, put the little poison bubbles on your character. That would be obnoxious. Too much work. Alright, so... I'm gonna play these two. And hope to God that I can deal excess damage to him. I draw 2 of these. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It just deals 1. Why didn't you poison him, man? And then we deal... I'll just do this at once. 1, 2! Fine, he takes 3. And then I resolve the next, Blinking Red HP song from Pokemon playing in my head. God, that's so irritating. I thought that was irritating as a kid. My parents would tell me to turn my game off because they would hear that I was low on health. Alright, so he takes another 1. Well, we passed a threshold. He's at least weak now, but... Yeah, he's still stunned. Okay, so you still stunned him. This is still okay. Right? Alex, you're the one who rolled the dice. Oh, come on! It was your turn! Don't give me that! Do not give me that. Alright. What do I draw here? I don't need these demon modes. They're useless for me. Bladed Fangs is also not good. I'd rather have the good stuff. Also, this gets discarded because it is the end of my turn. And it matters what order I do this in because... Poison Cup, are you kidding me? I draw these 2. I get Bladed Fangs and Faint. And I have to sharpen this. I got a Poison Cup. No! I'm the one who rolls in the Poison Cup. Got another Faint. Alright. 6-fold slash, Blade Dance. Okay. Alex. Accept the responsibility of playing in the poison puddle like a little kid jumping in a rain puddle. Time for you to poison him. I'm gonna grab the 1, face up 1 for luck. Oh, please show us how to poison him, Alex. This is karma incarnate. Oh, it rolled off of this. It's a 5. I'm not giving excuses. I rolled a 5. I am also poisoned. Except I'm just going to... Oh my god, I'm at 1 HP. I'm just gonna take mine now, because mine doesn't kill me. So I resolved my poison. And oh, God. Why are we both like this? What are the odds of this happening? This is terrible. We're rolling and drawing so badly today. If we can still somehow win, this will be incredible. Alright, so... it was 3 turns. I think I went first, you went, I just went again. We ended up in a worse state. Everybody has a status ailment right now. Rathalos is stunned, we're both poisoned. And it is his turn. And it's a wing attack, so we get an extra turn after this. Both of us are likely going to use a potion. Meaning we're out. Takeoff blast. Oh, Jesus. This hits both of us. Does this hit both of us? Now, the dodge value is 1, because he is stunned. But takeoff blast, he faces the nearest, which, who breaks the tie? You, because your threat value is higher. And he backs up 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and he can't really go back farther. So I guess he goes this way to try and get farther away from you. That resolved his stun. We both need to dodge this. To dodge it is just a 1. It's a fire move, so we have to dodge it. We choose to play aggression, and Azor will be like, I bet. It doesn't matter what you play, it's gotta go face down. It's a 1, so you've survived it. I'm gonna play another card face down. I survived it. Alright, we now have 2 turns. Oh, I get a turn, you get a turn. First up, I forgot to flip these, is you. What would you like to do on your turn? You're poisoned in 1 HP. What would you like to do? I'm gonna assume... Wait, we have to... So we only got halfway, and now we have to play the rest of the game with no heals. We can't die. First, I'm sharpening for you. That's what I'm doing. And next, I'm clearing your stamina board, because that's what happens when you take a potion. Unfortunately, I am telling you to heal now. Yeah, I know. I'm teasing you. But the problem is that cleared your stamina board. Why would the village not give us more potions, I swear? That backwash potion looking mighty tasty. This is the one that I spat back up. Alright, so you're all healed. Your poison is no more. Wait a minute. I think you're supposed to be poisoned now. The poison ticks at the end of your next turn. I think you're poisoned now. Like, you're actually at 6. I wonder if that rule has ever affected any of our fights, and we should have been poisoned, but we weren't. Whatever it takes, he's below half health. I think you're at 6. Because the poison token didn't leave you. You healed. You healed. Does a potion cures your stamina, does a potion cure your status ailment? Hunter's suffering status ailment. When your hunter suffers damage, their health is... Status ailment lasts until the end of your next... If a status ailment lasts until the end of your next turn, place a status ailment until the hunter's weapon card as a reminder. Status ailments are... It doesn't say. You stopped to heal. I'm gonna assume you used an antidote. Is that... What do we think? This is a house rule moment. The game does not specify. I'm going to say you stopped to heal and cure yourself. You used an antidote as well. It's the same as, like, blocking an attack. Like, obviously you stopped to heal yourself. You healed yourself. I don't know if it doesn't specify whether potion does that as well. House rules. Yeah, I'm going to say house rules. Alright, so do you want to walk anywhere? You can marathon runner, like, Doom. Let's get away from him. He's gonna chase us down anyway. We take a full restore, basically. Well, there's... Or an herbal medicine. There's stuff in Monster Hunter that does it. I go house rules. The rules of the game are so unclear at this point. Like, you would clearly take what you need to survive, you know? Anyway. Unless you're just a super unprepared hunter, which could happen. Oh, it's a rainy day and the kids are getting off of the school bus, all soaked. They gotta run! Well, you can't play anything. It is now the end of your turn. Here goes another time card. It is a Nitro Toad! Kick the frog at his face. I'm begging you. Please kick the frog at his face. It's a 2! You kicked the frog at his face. Good job. Kicking frogs. Alright. That frog officially kicked. Let's see. It's my turn. And I'm gonna die as well if I don't take this. Oh, now that rain's coming down. You might even hear it. I don't know if you can hear it over the music, though. Doesn't matter what I got in my hand. I need to shuffle. You know, I played most of my attack anyway, so it's a good time for me to sharpen. Which means I'm using our last potion. This fight is seriously coming down to the wire. Alright, that cures this. These are gone. I go back to 8 because of house rules. Potion goes to 0. Alright. Nitro Toad not spicy enough. I geek. I'm gonna walk this way and try and get farther away from him for my turn. Whoa, now it's coming down. Monsoon! Is it coming in my window? It is. I gotta fix this. Okay, hold up. Oh, that's not good. The internet was starting to get wet. Oh, slowing down a little bit. We're still safe on that window. Alright, at least I got one of them open still. Yikes. Okay. Did I kick the frog or did you kick the frog? I think you kicked the frog, so this is into my turn. Tactical shift. Each hunter may move a node. Yoink. Get even farther away from him, please. This is probably the safest corner to fight him anyway. Okay. Here we go. Retreating sweep. Oh my god, he's backing away from us. So first he attacks, he completely whiffs, and he goes 3 back. 1, 2, 3. He backed towards us, actually. Unless he backed 1, 2, 3. Either way, he's really far away from us still. Kyogre is pissed today. It's a tsunami. I don't know how that makes sense, but yeah. It is really coming down. But yeah, if a tsunami made it all the way to Ohio, we'd be in serious trouble. The entire world would be in trouble. It wouldn't just be the United States. Alright, so... I went last, so it is your turn. We get 2 turns after this. It's a wing. Yep, we get 2 turns after this. Alright, you are standing on this, so I say you can walk, slide, walk, and then get up to him. The disc... Oh my goodness. You can't play anything. Your only attack card is a true charge slash. And then you have 2 strong charge ups and a great sword block. Oh my god. Second coming of Noah's Ark. I'm just gonna say you get as close as you can. You can't do anything. You can play 3 cards this turn. God. What a bummer. That sucks. We can't do anything. Maybe I could get to him and do something on my turn. But anyway, we have to draw for you now. Paratoad. Jesus, stop with the frogs. Old Testament God got cranky again. All right, here's your frog. 3. You put a paralysis token on him. Does he take paralysis? He does. So if you get another Paratoad, then we can put it on him. All right, my turn. Tell me I can get to him, maybe. I don't think I can, because you have Marathon Runner, not me. I can walk. I'd have to dash 3 cards to get to him. That's insane. I can't hit him either. That sucks. Okay, well, that's the end of my turn. Vespoid attack! Vespoid attack, you don't roll for. You are simply paralyzed. And I think paralysis, I discard down to 2 cards. Awesome. Guess I'm gonna keep these 2, because they can dodge for 2, at least. If something happens, I can dodge. Not well, but I can. So I don't get to draw up to 5. Do you? You do. I'm gonna have you discard this so you can draw these 2. Oh, that was all the same. Alright, well, that's it. Rathalos gets a turn, and it's with his tail. So it has 1 less node. Tail swing. He misses. He completely whiffs, and then he goes. So first he whips his tail around, but we cut it off. So he doesn't go far enough. He goes towards the farthest, which is me. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm on this node, so I will slide. We get 2 turns after this. Much better. Started to think we might have bitten off more than we could chew. Of course, back to our roots. And it legit might be the game's fault. We can't possibly be any stronger than this. True. We actually cannot be stronger than this. All right. I went last, I believe, so it is your turn. You can Marathon Runner up to his butthole and play 2 cards. As you Marathon Runnering up to his butthole. Alright. So I'm gonna say you're allowed to do this. You strong charge up. What's the point of strong charge up? Oh, because strong charge up counts as an attack. I see. So follow me here. Strong charge up is gonna add break tokens, but it's not gonna matter. Wait a minute, weren't you here? Go this way instead. Strong charge up. Strong rising, slash him in the face. It's going to do 2 extra break tokens in his face. And inflict water element. Well, every RNG card in this game is screwing us over now. So we certainly can be luckier than this. Yeah, that's true. You draw a 3, 4, 5, 6. So he actually takes 2 damage. Finally, he's back to taking damage again. He's a wuss, so he runs 1 away. You're on a rock. You slide after him. And because you have 2 attack cards before this, you can play Jumping Slash. It doesn't do much. Oh, and that was 2 breaks on his face. Plus 2 from Strong Charge Up, which adds up to 6 precisely. Nice job. Face broken. The fire is now easier to dodge. Surprised we're still breaking stuff, even though it doesn't matter right now. Alright, now you get to hit him in the butt with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He takes 1. We have so much more to go. Alright, you have a decent hand right now. Decent. It's not great. And then you have a greatsword block in your hand, so that's also nice. We discard jumping slash. Draw up to... You get 3 more. Tackle. Cool. Tackle helps a lot. Overhead slam. Overhead slam. Alright, so tackle, you can stun him again. Flip these. This is your card. Rampage. During the monster's next turn, its behavior card has 0. Please stun him. Jesus Christ. Oh, you can't. You don't get another turn up to this point, right? Because this was a tail move. Never mind. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. We're gonna die. We have no potions. My turn. I only have 2 cards. Oh, right, because I was paralyzed. That's outstanding. I guess I step here and I hit him with a 6-fold slash, because it's all I can do. I have a feint in my hand for the other card, so I can't do anything. I was keeping it in case I had to dodge, so... That's what's bad right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That equates to just... Oh, it's loud out there. Equates to 1 point of damage. Of course he goes rage mode now. Yep, back-to-back debilitation. So, that was not good. If he goes for you, which he will, he's targeting you next, maybe it's something you can dodge. So I already used my walk for the turn. This gets discarded. I get a new set of 4. Blade Dance, Lunging Stab, Blazing Fold. That would have been nice before Blazing Double. Those all would have been great before. I would have actually dealt damage. Right, my card is Keep Hunting. Why wasn't that what... Whatever. So we have Rampage to deal with. These flip. And, if only you had stunned him. But we didn't. Talon Charge. Okay, so he turns to you and attacks you with his talons, swipes right at you. That's okay. We've been saving a greatsword block for this very moment. Your physical resistance is 4. This block's for 3. So you would only take 2. You would only take 2 damage. Definitely block it, because otherwise you'll be poisoned and you'll take more. Alright, so you're at 6. The countdown begins. The final countdown. Ba-da-da-da. Yep, survival is the priority. And not carding. Because remember, when you cart, sure you get a heal, but you lose 2 time cards. And right now, the discard time deck is much bigger than the regular one. We need to move. We are 2/3 of the way there, but that is... Well, we are worn down, for sure. Alright, that was his first turn. Here's his next turn. Fire Spray. Oh my god. He goes to... Wait a minute, did he move? Talon Charge? Oh, hold on. Talon Charge, he moved 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay. Now Fire Spray. He aims at you and shoots a huge flamethrower straight at you. It is 1 node less, but it doesn't matter. You are on top of him. And that's it. It's going to do full damage unless you can dodge for 6. Ah! Oh my god, it's... No, you can't. You cannot dodge for 6. So, instead, you're taking this. And to take this, you take 5 damage. You're... Oh my god. Back at 1 HP, got no potions left. You are gonna die. This is such a game. Upside, you get 3 cards to play. Hip hip hooray. And one of them is Tackle. He's in the corner, so you can actually play all of these. Oh, no.
Yeah, survival is our priority here at HamsterBomb Studios. We want to make absolutely sure that everybody's doing 100% every day. Except for the times when you get flamethrowered in the face. That does kind of suck. We're sorry about that.
Well, he's already in a corner, so I guess you might as well just play the 3 cards that you got, except you can hit him in the face. Okay. No, it's already broken. It's already broken, so just play these. Alright, I'll resolve these. That's what we got. Stun him now, stun him now. Alright. First, you stun him. He tries to run from you. So, the damage is 2. The stun activates. So he still takes 1 damage because he cannot avoid taking damage. You then hit him again. 1 damage. 1 damage. There, I just did it twice in a row. Save myself some time. Alright. Actually, technically this dealt more. I have 6. You actually dealt slightly more. Look at that. Ooh. I want to know just how this was intended to be played with how piss poor the balancing is. Well, at least you get to discard this. Draw 4 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Take a look at your hand. Anything in here will allow you to dodge him, and you have a Greatsword block. Greatsword block's not going to matter unless you have both of them, because you seem to be left at 1 HP each time. Oh, you have Focus. With this, Hunter uses an attack card with this, reduce the value to a minimum of 1. Oh, yeah. That doesn't help you. It doesn't help you. Alright, so anyway, you had Focus. I checked. It doesn't help. Okay. Hip hip hooray. And that was the 1 turn that we got for Fire Spray. Awesome. These flip. You discarded, you drew. Your time card, because we're wasting time, is Roar! Oh my god. The only good thing that happened today was the last Roar where we rolled a 1. It's on the side. It's on the side of the board. I'm going to try and keep it in the middle. 3. Okay. That's still bad. There goes Threat Shift. Paratoad. That actually mattered. And Monster Sleeps. Oof. Yeah, we couldn't afford Monster Sleeps. Okay, I shuffle these up, and he goes again. Yeah, I'm curious how people review this game who are just in it to play board games. Because it seems really problematic. You know, like, there's a lot of gameplay issues with the balancing, but so is actual Monster Hunter proper. That Paratoad really could have mattered. Fireball, I just shuffled, and Fireball showed up on top again. He's going to the farthest, which means it's you again. But to dodge this is a 1. And you have to. Overhead Slam is the worst card in your deck, so play it upside down here. You just don't get a turn next turn, but there's whatever, just sharpen, I guess. Alright, so you dodge that. We have 3 turns after this point. Okay, we have to do some stupid damage. Do you have a True Charge Slash or something? No, of course you don't. Of course you don't. In fact, you might want to discard your entire hand to try and get one. Because you're at that point where we just need to deal damage, even if we cart. We need to deal stupid damage. I have him cornered, and it is my turn. I get to play 2 cards, and then I get to play another 2 after this. Oh, there's my 2. Guaranteed, that's my 2. 2 best cards in my deck. Here they are. Let me resolve them both independently. Blazing Double Slash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which, hitting his face, deals 3. I'm going to do the physical damage of this next one, too, and then do the elemental. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, deals 2. Okay, 26. And now he takes both of these, 1, 3. All right. Bonus 4 damage. Okay. We're getting close. But we're also really short on these time cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 turns. That means every one of our turns we need to deal over 2 damage. And that's all I'm allowed to play. That ends my turn. He's technically facing this way. But he's trying to get away from me and he can't. I discard this. Do I discard everything here? You know, I'll even faint so I can get rid of that. And yes, I will. I will try and draw a new hand. We need to shuffle our hand for the best. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even the soundtrack is laughing at us. Yeah. I got 2 demon modes. That's awful. Got a blazing fold slash. Okay. I have 1 that can deal fire. Okay, so he's in the corner. I get to hit him again after this. It's going to be, okay, you literally can't do anything. Oh, no. I still draw a time card. My time card is Threat Shift. I was hoping it was one that would let us remove something, but nope. Threat Shift, we pass these. Alright, so I am now the target. Guess that works out. You know, you're at 1 HP. This thing is tempered, right? Yes. This is tempered. So, you're going to sharpen because you can't do anything, meaning we're down to 9 time cards. This is not good. If you die and put us down... Oh. It's already 4. I would attempt another if we seriously failed. But I would have to ask him and make sure it's okay. Because I wanted to kill him today. Obviously. This is discarded. Okay, you have to go farming for a better card here. The wide slash is great. Tackle is not. Strong charge up, and greatsword block doesn't help you anymore. So you have 2 wide slashes. If you had another turn, and jumping slash, that's not the best. What you want is true charge slash. That's the best one. Jumping slash is good though, but it's not as good as you can get. All right, you get overhead slam, greatsword block. That sucks. It's okay. Well, if he attacks you, you're dead though. Like if he attacks in your direction, that's it. That's game for you. Just looked up out of courtesy what the reviews were for this game, and I swear over half of them feel about out of have no clue how board games work. What? But I see a substantial amount of pretty bad reviews for it. Yeah, well. I'm sure the people who actually like know board games are like, this doesn't make any sense, man. And then when it does make sense, it's not balanced at all. Okay, so that was your whole turn. You have to discard a time card. Suspended Boulder. Okay, this could be huge. Or you die. This could be huge. Or you die. This is an important roll, my friends. If I roll a 1 to a 3, Rathalos takes 5 damage instantly. If I roll a 4 to a 6, you die. And we discard 2 time cards, and we seriously might fail. It's all coming down to this one roll. 1! Oh my god! I tried to pick it up and it flipped over to a 5. Oh, we need that 5 extra damage. Yeah, or you died. That was huge. 18? No, 17. 17. Oh, yes. Okay, so you dealt damage on your turn. That was huge. The dice god smiled on us. Oh, okay. I get a second turn from him using Fireball. Luckily, I still have him pinned here. I can only play 2 cards. I could Demon Mode in order to cut through his defense and deal more, and then hit him with Blazing Fold Slash. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it, because this might deal more. So I get to draw 2 more, so a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. All of that goes into him. And then Elemental. Oh, I drew a 1, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage. Alright, into his tail, which is 4. He takes 4. We're so close. We're so close. Alright, whether or not every other card we use to dodge him. Hopefully you can actually attack him, because you have a good hand for attacking, but not dodging right now. You can't dodge for 1. He will kill you. He will kill you. Alright, is there anything I can do? Because that was my hand. I want to do so much more, but I can't. I want to do more, but I can't. These flip over. I'm scared of this deck. Threat shift. Oh my god, no. Wait a minute, no. I'm using Rathalos power. Wait, once per quest, this player may swap their hunter token with another player facing the monster. We're gonna swap them. And as soon as he goes for you, because he's going for the farthest, I tie. Yeah, I'm using Rathalos power to switch this again. I'm using my ability. It's on Rathalos Male. Element damage too. You're right. I did 1 element damage. 4! The big one! There might be a 5 in there. I'm not sure. Thank you for the reminder. Because holy cow. This is scary. Please tell me we'll win. Whew, okay. I have 2 cards to my name. And I need to draw 2 if I want these. I'm going to discard these 2. And then draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Please be a good hand. No, no, no. Okay, that's not good, but I can survive with it at least. Okay, so he's coming for me, whatever this is. It's a wing attack, so we get an extra turn after this. We have to kill him now. If only we had traps in this game, I know. We get 2 turns. Swooping Evade. He turns for me. He goes 5 towards me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to say I coaxed him that direction. And then he does huge sweep of fire, which adds up to 5. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna discard. I have to dodge this. 1, 2. Actually, do I? But do I? What if I tank it? We get 2 turns after this. Could I use these to kill him? I would only deal like 2, probably like 2 damage. You could... well, you can't get to him! Oh no, you can't get to him. What if he chased me another way? Hold on. I'm gonna try and lure him to you without stepping in this. Well, oh, but you also have to avoid the fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, his fire has -1 note, so it's only me who has to dodge this. That way we can both get him. I coaxed him very carefully, like, over here, over here. They were trying to catch him. Alright. 1, 2. I don't want to do this. 3, 4. Faint. I'm playing it. And 5. I only have 1 card to attack with. But at least I dodged it. And we get 2 turns. We can play up to 3 cards each. I cannot play that many cards. At this point, we're desperate. Yep. Okay, I have 1 card to attack him with. It doesn't matter because it's whatever the rest of this is. So, I'm gonna go for it. You have to deal the rest of this damage. It needs to be huge. Alright, you go first. Okay, what do you have? You can play 3 cards. Wide slash, jumping slash. And here's how you can play that. So, each one of these says you can discard it after you put it on the stamina board, including jumping slash. They all say this. So you have the potential of dealing 4... We actually had to jump through hoops and loopholes because this game is so unbalanced. The amount of hoops we had to jump through, just we was fortunate against them, is insane. I know. So first you play wide slash. You deal 1. Then you play wide slash. That's 2. And now jumping slash. It's in the 5th slot. It discards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the... Oh, yeah, you moved... Hold on. Wide slash. That was your walk. 2. He runs again. You can't reach him unless you discard it or something. That means you deal 1 less. You deal 1 less. 4... So you actually wouldn't have played both wide slashes. You would have played jumping slash and wide slash. Wide slash had a 4 and a 3. 4 and a 3. You're standing here. He takes 1 more. Okay. So you can't play the last one. Wait, hold on. You were starting here? Yeah, so you're standing here. And then he ran after jumping slash. You can't hit him with all of them. Okay. You could play another card, but you can't get to him. Yeah. Okay, that actually kind of helps you. Is there anything you want to get rid of? You're still at 1 HP. Yep, that's great. So, I'm gonna say discard those, keep your wide slash, draw, overhead slam, that's terrible. Greatsword block, and we just got rid of that. Tackle doesn't help us. Jumping slash, that's okay. It's okay. Alright, so you discard this. Flip the tokens. Flip the time card. It says threat shift. Great. The game is insisting that you have the threat. That is not good. Okay, so he's over there. I get a turn. I can't get to him now. I have 1 card. No, lunging stab has 1 step I can take. I step here. I push. I play lunging stab, which gives me a step forward, and I empty my attack deck into him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into his butt, deals 1. I couldn't do it. He has 5 HP. Oh. The one time we need a true charge slash. Yeah, that would have mattered. That absolutely would have mattered. We need to summon Exodia at this rate. We just need 5 damage. My next turn, I have to sharpen. This gets discarded. I have no hand, so I have to sharpen that. Or I have to take care of that. This card is Threat Shift. Oh my god! Alright. Oh. I don't know if it's the humidity or what, but I'm sweating. The game thinks we're done. We're not even close. We have... Well, we're close. But 5 damage is a long way. Because I need to count those time cards. He's attacking with his body next. Now here's the time card. Misread. At the start of the monster's next turn, before drawing a behavior card, discard the top card from the monster's behavior deck. Alright. Well, it's his turn. I discard this one. Oh no, that was Talon Charge. We could have blocked that, man. And instead, he does Fire Spray. He aims at the farthest. You? Oh, Jesus. He aims directly at you. Up to 3 nodes away. Oh my god, it aims at me too. I have a hand though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need to keep Blazing Fold Slash, but I have to discard for 6 somehow. 6. Oh, Jesus, I can't. I can't. That stamps me out. I have to feint with these, and I think you are literally going to faint. Of course he aims for us. I think you're dead. How many time cards are in here? 4. It's got to end now. Now. Okay. I'm putting all 3 of these down so I can dodge this. Or do I tank it? Oh my god, I gotta tank it. What am I thinking? I'm tanking this. If I tank the fire spray... Who went last? I did. So you get a turn. Okay, so it's just fire. I block it by 3. I take 5 damage. I'm just tanking this. I think this is GG's. I think we can still pull it off. I'm trying to think of the best way to end this. Either he dies or we time out. Yeah, but if I die, we draw the last card and it's over. But right now, there's nothing I can do to save you. There's no way. Everything in your hand is just a bunch of 1s. You drew all the wrong stuff. For him to do a fire attack, that's all the wrong stuff. You're out. So, I assume that means you get a new hand. This all gets shuffled. Why can't I pick anything up? You cart. However, you can come back here and hit him in the corner. And please, dear sweet Jesus, kill him. You can play 3 cards. Alright. You do get a free sharpen when you die. Ooh. We both tank it. We die, discard 2 time cards. On his last turn, Alex goes for broke and hopefully... Oh no, you go for broke. Deal 5 damage to his stupid face. If you can't do it, I have to do it. This was a face attack, so he gets to attack after this. Alright, and here's what you got. True Charge Slash. There it is. Strong Charge up. Tackle. True Charge Slash. Strong Rising Slash. This is not good. You can still play True Charge Slash as a regular card, but you can't, you won't get the benefit of the extra damage. That stinks. Why did we get it now? Only one person gets to act. And he's going with a wing attack. Hold on. So you got healed. You're at 8. These top two cards got discarded. Brief Respite, Brief Respite. Are you kidding me? The best cards for us to draw. Ugh. We have 2 time cards left. 2. We have 2 chances. Yep. And it plays Nergigante's theme. Alright. It's your turn. You can play 3. What's the biggest thing you can do? You know what? Because of focus, you can True Charge Slash twice. You can't get to max, though. Max damage. I mean, Tackle's useless. It just does 1. So you might as well try to deal more. So you're drawing 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And hoping to God you get a 4. If you draw those 4s or get 2 3s, he may die. This determines everything. The whole game is riding on what is in here. The first is Strong Rising Slash. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7. To his face, does 3 damage. Oh my god, I think you did it. He turns around. He's trying to run. Now you're hitting his tail with a True Charge Slash. Technically, this didn't get played yet. With a True Charge Slash, because of focus, you're allowed to play it. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. His defense is 4. You dealt exactly 2. Oh my god. You killed him. You killed him. Wow. You have got to be kidding me. Going for broke at this point. Do it. We just need to deal 5 damage. It should be easy for a greatsword. It should, but his defense is stupid. Guys, we just beat the Monster Hunter World board game Ancient Forest expansion, the entire main game of Ancient Forest. He is dead. We actually won. I can't believe we won. Our luck was so bad that whole time. Had I carded, I was so close. Had I carded, it was over. Had you not done it and I couldn't kill him, it was also over. Whoa. Rain's coming sideways now. That's some tornado sounds. Whoa, I gotta shut this window. Okay. So, very fitting. There's a legit tornado coming. And next week, we take on the tornado guy with the same stuff. Yeah, it's very concerning sounds I had outside. Yeah, no caps. Well, the caps are really only a problem when we have, like, 100 people in the chat or something like that. It's not really a problem. People are excited. It's okay, Cameron. Kushala is excited right now. Yeah, I'm not so excited about having... Oh, all the wind stopped. There's some serious storms going on. Hope I don't have a message saying we just have to go to the basement right now because there's something coming. Do we have to go to the basement because there's something coming?
Just the bird you guys, I was walking by. No, it's still just the watch right now.
Still just the tornado watch. Kushala's on his way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Lump keeps trying to name.
There's no way they can hear you.
Oh, I was just
Okay.
window and the store.
Yeah, I just had to shut the window. It's getting hot in here. Whoa, okay.
It already stopped, so you can...
It already stopped. I can open it. It's fine. It's okay. All right. Let's technically finish everything properly. We broke his head, his wings, and his tail. That means we do technically get rewards, even though it is the end of the campaign and it really doesn't matter. We are going to take these character sheets to fight Kushala Daora next week, because we actually won. Ooh. Might as well see what rewards we get from this guy, whatever it matters. Yeah, as long as you don't hear sirens, you should be fine. I didn't hear sirens. I heard there's a distinct tornado noise, and that's what I heard.
Oh, it was an ambulance, I think, or something.
That was an ambulance?
I think?
I don't think that was an ambulance.
I thought it was the storm warning too, that's why I got up.
I've sat outside during tornado watch warnings before. I know what they sound like. Not the siren, I know what the tornado sounds
Very
like.
ironic that you're going to fight Koosh.
That's what I was saying. We're fighting Koosh next time. We're not doing it now.
Oh,
We were playing early.
but there's a storm. You should fight Koosh.
No, we might lose our internet. No, he's impending. That's what's going on. Right now, we got to figure out what we won. We broke everything except his body. For whatever it's worth, our character sheets will be complete. So if we ever want to reuse this character again, we will have all this information done. Ooh. Wind gusts out there must be nuts. Well, the thing is, they're stopping and starting. We are on the edge of this storm. And we're getting, like, crazy winds, tons of rain. And then it's nothing. Like, it's bright and sunny. And then, boom, it hits again. So it keeps starting and stopping. Oh, you can hear Kim. Okay, I couldn't tell. Typically from this far away, when I stream, you can't hear her at all. It's usually, well, okay, when I stream Shin Megami Tensei, because the microphone is facing a different direction. Now I see why you asked me if I could attend early. Weather's that bad up there. Yeah, the weather's really bad, and we might have lost power. Also, Kim threw her back out today, and I want to make sure that I'm able to help with dinner, because she was supposed to do that today, but not with her back out. And she was supposed to be at work. Anyway, I'm curious what these last two cards were, because if you guys remember, it was one of the Anjanats we fought. I was curious after the fact. I flipped them over after the stream was over, and I revealed that we were actually one card away from failure because the monster was about to do monster retreats. Like, we had 8 cards left. It was monster retreats, which this says threat shift, because of course it does. And the last one says tactical shift, whatever. We would have been okay. Well, you know, theoretically okay. That is the end of the deck. That is it. The next card we were about to draw was monster retreats, and then 4 cards down was monster retreats. 4 cards out, game. We were actually 2 cards away. All right, so the Azor Rathalos reward table. We get a Wing Talon. The tail. And, of course, another Inferno Sac. Inferno Sac, Wing Talon, tail. All right, let's see what we get. Honestly, let's just take the numbers because we don't need anything in particular unless you get an Inferno Sac, which would suck. A 1, a 2, and a 5. At least you got different numbers. That would be a Wing Talon, Monster Bone Large, and an Azor Rathalos plate. Oh, hey, we finally got that plate. The wing. No, not a wing. Though I could combine those to get a scale instead of another Wing Talon, but eh. Wing Talon and Monster Bone Large. Alright, let's see what you get. Whoa! Oh, you got a 5 as well. You also get his plate. Look at that. We worked so hard, we got the rarest part. Part so rare, it's not used in the board game. You got a wing. Oh, like the whole freaking wing? That's pretty cool. And a Monster Bone Large. Alright. What skill do we get from Azor Rathalos full armor set? It sucks. It sucks. Like, I forget what it was. I will pull it up in a moment for you, but basically it was smarter for you to keep Marathon Runner on the Azor Rathalos things instead. Because the Rathalos Soul Mail, which gives you the Azor Rathalos Mastery Set, says when this hunter would draw an elemental damage card, draw 3 cards before choosing one to resolve. You can't draw elemental damage cards because nothing takes any of the damage. Well, technically against Kush, let's see what Kush's resistances are, because if he actually takes water damage in the game, that's different. You know, I have the card right here. No, he doesn't. He doesn't take it. He takes fire. Okay. So, yeah. So if you were dealing with a fire weapon, actually, he's weak to electricity. If you fought him with a Tobikadachi weapon, oh, you can't get one. There is no Tobikadachi greatsword. Yeah, that's something. You know what? For fun though, what we could do is switch weapon classes for the final boss. Oh well, we wouldn't know how to play our weapons though. That would probably be a bad idea, wouldn't it? But anyway, yeah, that skill is terrible. It would be okay on me, but the problem is I need the set bonus for regular Rathalos to get the one that I need, so... Anyway, here is the Kushala Deora card. Is this the... Yep, this is the assigned one, so this is technically... What's this? 85. He has less HP than what we just faced. Just let that sink in for a minute. His defense is lower than what we just faced. Oh, man. Kush is usually weak to thunder. Yes, he is weak to lightning in here, but it wouldn't surprise me if he's immune to everything in this game. No, he's not immune to everything. I can't really read it when I hold it up here because, I mean, you can, but I can't see it because it is, I have the notepad blocking my screen right now, so I can't really read what OBS is saying, but there you go. It's a good view of what he does. His ability has a whole heck of a lot of text on it. I will have to make sure that I read that offline to make sure that we are prepared for this, but just know he has tornado tokens, and he will indeed make the entire map full of tornadoes. There are regular ones, like the white ones and the black ones. They are both in the game. Yikes. Yeah, like, so if you break his wings, remove up to 5 tornado tokens from the game board. So, clearly it's going to be a thing. But also, cut his tail, remove up to 2 wind tokens from the monster's physiology card. So, apparently he fights completely differently than the others. Why is it listing dragon when we can't even use it? Because there might be a way to get it in the board game. I don't know how. Not with what I own. Unless there's nobody in the Wildspire Wastes could give you dragon. I can't think of any of the expansions. Does Nergigante stuff give you dragon? Maybe. Oh wait, he's an expansion. Never mind. Yeah, he's an expansion. So it's for the whole thing, you know. But anyway, these all said dragon still. That's just in case you brought something to it. So Azor Rathalos has his resistance to dragon as well. Or rather, his weakness to it. He is weak to dragon. Which sure is helpful when it's not possible to use that in the game. If there were options, you know, that would be different. You know, if we ended up with so many regular bones and ores by the end of this and we never used them, if you could have used your ores and bones to make, like, a dragon element thing was the final tier. It actually sounds like something they should have done. But I'm pretty sure they didn't. Yeah, chrome slicers and strong hatchets, those aren't going to be dragon element. And chrome razor and giant jawblade, those definitely don't have that. Nergigante is dragon element weapons, I bet. Yeah. Only way to use a dragon weapon is to buy Nergigante. Yeah, well, that sure would help here. Again. Anyway, I am glad that we were able to take him down and do this early. We ended up going almost an hour over time just trying to get through this here. I'm excited to take down Kushala Daora. He will be next week. And now that we're at this point where next week is going to be our final hunt, and we know that for sure, whether we win or fail, I say, then I think we'll be okay. If we could take down the Tempered Azor Rathalos, I got a feeling we'll be okay here. Alright, so, oh, you know what? Did I ever resolve his physical behavior cards get +1 physical damage thing? Because if I didn't do that, I think you were dead a couple times. Did we actually lose? DM made a mistake, so whatever the DM's mistake is canon, but still. Read his ability. You remember at the top of this Skyfire Instinct? The very last sentence on there? Behaviors get a physical damage increase by 1. You ended up at 1 HP multiple times from blocking physical attacks. I don't think I added that in. I think you were dead. And if you were dead, 1 more card, game. Oh well. What happened was absolutely much more exciting than us failing, so I'm okay with what happened. Everything was pretty confusing, you gotta admit. I did my best trying to maintain all the little things that are going on here to make sure we could play this together. I hope you all had a good time playing Monster Hunter Ancient Forest with me. Yep, Kusha's theme is playing. We totally forgot about that tidbit. Yeah, that might have made things a little different. Made us a little dead. But before we head on to this, next week, after Kushala Daora, we'll be starting a brand new board game, and I want to know what you guys want to play. I have lots of other video game ones that I've actually featured on the channel playing their video game before, like Metal Gear Solid. I have the whole campaign of Metal Gear Solid we could play. I have lots of the Dark Souls board game, also made by Steamforged, so it's going to play similarly to this. As not great as that may be. I mean, we had some issues with this. This was still really fun. I hope you guys had a good time playing this. I had a good time playing this. I hope you had a good time playing this too. Let me know, please. I want to make sure that all my effort, this was a lot of work behind the scenes too. So I hope this was fun and you had a great time getting to play this. This was the most dramatic episode yet. Whew. Good. I think if we were, and that's saying something, we had some scary, scary parts. think if we remembered, we would have 100% lost. Yeah. I'm glad we forgot. Yeah. I don't know how you could have gotten any stronger, though. The only way to make that any better was to just draw better. You know, that was just dumb luck. And if the game comes down to dumb luck and not strategy, like your strategy was completely on point and dumb luck killed you, that checks out exactly with the game, actually. It was fun until we got to the end game, and then we saw the balancing rear its ugly head. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but we're still fighting with that great Jagra sword because it's doing wonders. So anyway, Metal Gear Solid, Dark Souls, The Witcher, and I've got a couple others that are on the way, but they're not here yet. But those would be the 3 that I would offer for you to play right now. Metal Gear Solid, Dark Souls, or Witcher. I'm curious what you would want to play. I want to space out Wildspar Wastes. Basically, I don't want to, like, get burnt out from doing Monster Hunter too much. I want to have a chance for this to breathe. So we can do, like, one of the Dark Souls campaigns, or play, like, a good chunk of the way through Metal Gear Solid or something, because it's the whole campaign of the original Metal Gear Solid game. Sound strategy, dumb luck killing us. Don't remind me that I have to fight Demi-Fiend again. I will gladly watch it. I'm very excited to see that on camera, because Demi-Fiend really is so much fun in that game. He's so unpredictable. Anyway, that is all the time I have for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me and having a lot of fun playing the Monster Hunter board game. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more. I will see you guys next week for the final part of the Ancient Forest of Monster Hunter board game. Booyah!